Hey guys, it's Lefty, and I wanted to talk to you today about the new YouTube comments. We talked a little bit about this on my on the That's Not Why You Called, my podcast every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Time, and there's been a few updates on the whole idea of the new YouTube comment system. For those of you that don't know, and I don't know if you're watching this, you've probably commented on a YouTube video before, and if you don't know already, that has changed. You now need to have a Google Plus integrated account, YouTube account integrated with Google Plus in order to comment. And originally, Google, who owns YouTube, sold this as a way to clean up what had become the cesspool of YouTube comments. Not on my videos, or not on really gaming oriented stuff, but other areas of YouTube. The comment section was hateful, bigoted, homophobic, racist, all those things, just being really, really horrible, threatening, bullying, all that stuff. And the idea was, or at least as it was sold, was Google, which has this failing social network called Google Plus, which forces you to create an account with your name, is going to integrate that commenting system with YouTube. The idea being, well, we'll clean up the cesspool by doing what other websites do with Facebook integration. If you use some other sites that have Facebook integration, if you'll notice, a lot of those comment sections don't tend to be as volatile, hateful, spiteful, all those things. They're not just dirty, you feel icky reading some of the things that people write. And the idea behind the reasoning for that is that while you're using an account that's tied to not only to your real name, but to people that actually know you outside of the keyboard, the computer, the internet, other people that you know can see if you say horrendous things on other websites. So Google said, we're going to do this on YouTube. We're going to bring it in, and we're going to clean up the comment section. And originally, nobody really knew what to make of it. I wasn't happy with the idea that I just don't want to be forced to sign up for another social networking site. I don't want to do it. But if in order to comment on my own videos, I had to integrate with a Google Plus account. And nobody that was the original snafu, like, I got to create another account for this thing. All right. But I think what we've learned over the last couple days is that this was never, at least I think I've learned, and I'll try to explain it to you, this was never this was never about cleaning up the comment section. This was never about that. This was about trying to resuscitate Google+. That's it, and that's all. This was Google saying, we've got this brand new toy in YouTube, and we've got this broken toy in Google+. We've got YouTube, and we've got Google+. And we really, 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 really like Google+, and we've worked really hard on it, and we've put a lot of time and money into it, and we can't just let it go away. So let's force our brand new toy to accept and use our old broken toy, thus raising, a rising tide raises all boats. And that will help our failed social network rise to prominence on the order of Facebook and Twitter and all this stuff. And it'll be great. Another facet of society that Google can weasel its way into and dominate, and just our way or kiss off. And this is what that is. The new YouTube comments are about that, because as we've learned over the last few days, other prominent YouTubers or prominent YouTubers, not including myself, people like Total Biscuit, Nerd Cubed, Boogie is actually going to be making this change. PewDiePie is the biggest gaming channel around. They've had to disable YouTube comments. Disable them. Just completely on every single video, no more comments, because there are a whole lot of exploits associated with the new YouTube comment system which uses Google+. One of which is a nearly unlimited character limit. There's virtually no character limit to comments, so you can post just walls of text. You can use ASCII coding to create images, and a lot of them tend to be offensive. And of course, a lot of people think that, hey, let's post Hitler on Lefty's videos. That one I get a lot for obvious reasons. And On top of that, the allowing external hyperlinking, allowing to post URLs to external websites in YouTube comments it's an awful idea. It's awful. I have no idea why that would be integrated But anyway, that's a problem because people are linking to malware, viruses, screamers, pornography, really sick things. And those are all like big problems, especially for people that get thousands upon thousands of comments on any given video. I'm sure Woody is going to be running into it eventually. If he hasn't already, he's going to start looking at his comments and be like, oh man, there's a whole lot of bad stuff in here. On top of all of that, the spamming, the grotesque ASCII text images, and the external linking to potentially dangerous programs and websites. Outside of all of that, or on top of all that, you have the top comment system. YouTube, the comments now default not to what is newest, but to what is the top. And the algorithm that determines that, it used to just be upvotes, that little thumb that's under every comment. And just like the one that's on this video that you can hit, it's awesome. But that used to be the only way that that's how you upvoted, and that's how you got your comment to the top. Or if the uploader responded to your comment, that would put it at the top. But now, if the only thing about a certain comment is that there are a lot of replies to it, if that's the only thing about the comment, that gets put at the top. And what tends to generate a lot of responses? Saying mean, divisive, outrageous, appalling things tends to generate a lot of responses. If you're bigoted to somebody, if you're hateful of the person whose video you are watching in the comments, that tends to generate a lot of responses. And so that percolates all the way to the top. And so now what we have is a comment section that is filled with spam, potentially harmful links, grotesque text images, and is generating a whole lot of spiteful comments, if only for the fact that people just want to see themselves at the top of a YouTuber's videos. And it incentivizes all the wrong things about an internet community, and it allows for a whole lot of abuses and exploits that that content creators wouldn't want to deal with otherwise if they had their druthers. And I take all this, I take all of it, all those facts, and I think, okay, YouTube said that the new Google Plus commenting system was about cleaning up the comments. It was about preventing things just like what are happening right now. It's designed, they said, to prevent all that. So that means we are at a point where there's only two possibilities. Either Google is utterly incompetent at what they're doing, utterly incompetent at understanding how a viewer base, how people on the internet will respond to having all these things, all these avenues of interaction opened up to them. The unlimited text or character limit, the ability to link, to post URLs that will actually hyperlink. And so YouTube's either really incompetent or they're lying. That's it. Those are the only two. Now it's Google. Really smart people work at Google. Really, really, really smart people that know what they're doing, and they've had experience in running these types of things. Really smart people. How likely is it that they've misfired on all these things? That they sat in board meetings and were like, allowing people on YouTube to post links, is it possible, and how likely is it that they'll start posting things that other people might not want to see, and to abuse that, to post egregious things? No, that's not likely. I don't think that ever happened. So what it tells me, Google has to be really, 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 really incompetent in order for this for them to just have failed, for this to just be a failure rather than them lying about the real reason for Google Plus comments, which is protecting Google Plus and keeping it going, because they've invested a lot of time in it. They've invested a lot of money in it. They just saw Twitter release an IPO, a very simplistic social network, and they've seen Facebook rise, and they want a piece of that pie. And so they're just going to force you to use it. It's just bam. There it is. I don't know how long we're going to be stuck with Google Plus. Maybe the outrage over all of these abuses is enough to make some substantive changes. I don't know, but the sad fact is that I think it reasonable that Google was lying when they gave us the reason for these new YouTube comments. It was never about cleaning up the comment system. It was about taking Google Plus and keeping it on life support. That's what it was about. And I think this again plays into what I talked about on That's Not Why You Called, the utter lack of transparency about what Google and YouTube are trying to do, even with not the viewers, with the partners, with the contractors and the subcontractors that they use to generate content from whom they steal the mobile viewership ad revenue. From the utter lack of transparency and the utter lack of communication is it's really disheartening. And I don't know where we're going to go from here. But right now, on other people's videos, not mine, the comments on my videos have been fine because people don't really give a shit about me, which is okay. But I don't know where we're going to go from here. Twitch is a very, very attractive alternative, at least for the gaming scene. And I think you are probably, if you're a fan of gaming videos, you're probably going to see a whole lot of your favorite YouTubers start doing a whole lot of things on Twitch. And they're going to be more and more and more hands-off with YouTube because this level of this lack of transparency and this level of incompetency and allowing content creators to just be abused by ne'er-do-wells is unacceptable. It's just unacceptable, and that's the way it is. So when you're wondering why your favorite YouTuber, bigger, of course, much bigger than I, if you're wondering why they're disabling comments on videos, this is why. Because you may not be somebody that's trying to hurt them or make them feel bad, but there's a whole lot of other people that are just trudging into the YouTube comments with negative things in their head, and they're trying to troll or whatever it is, and to make people to hurt the people that they watch on YouTube. And it's sad. This is the internet. I understand that. I know that's going to be an axiom that's going to be touted a lot in the comments. This is the internet, man. People just do it. But you know what? How does that make you feel when you see this? When you go see the comments go to Boogie's channel while the comments are still up and go look at some of the comments on those videos. How do you feel? How do you feel now about being a human after watching all that? A human, a species, because the people that made those comments are just like us. Just like us. We are 0.0001% different on a genetic level from them. Our propensity for violence, our propensity for being spiteful and mean and vulgar to other people, it's just the same. How do you feel about being a human after seeing all these YouTube comments? I don't know. It's just it's a little disheartening on many levels. This whole YouTube comment fiasco. So especially Boogie, I'm a big fan of Boogie, so my heart goes out to him and the things he's going through, and just to see it on his face. I hope it keeps away from Wings for a while. He's on a really good kick right now, and I would hate to see it ruined. But there you go. That's why a lot of your favorite YouTubers, especially gaming YouTubers, are probably going to be turning off comments and being more hands-off on YouTube, and probably finding a new home for at least a little while on Twitch TV or sites like Twitch TV. Not just Twitch. But anyway, guys, that's my time. I got to get out of here. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to drop a like on this video if you did enjoy. It does help me out. Subscribe if this is your first time here. More videos, all kinds of videos coming your way. I got a lot for you in store. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you enjoyed. I'm out. Peace. Do with Facebook integration. If you use some other sites that have Facebook integration, if you'll notice, a lot of those comment sections don't tend to be as volatile, hateful, spiteful, all those things. They're not just dirty, you feel icky reading some of the things that people write. And the idea behind for those of you that don't know, and I don't know if you're watching this, you've probably commented on a YouTube video before, and if you don't know already, that has changed. You now need to have a Google Plus integrated account, YouTube account integrated with Google Plus in order to comment. And originally, Google, who owns YouTube, sold this as a... Hey guys, it's Lefty, and I wanted to talk to you today about the new YouTube comments. We talked a little bit about this on my That's Not Why You Called, my podcast, every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Time, and there's been a few updates on the whole idea of the new YouTube comment system, way to clean up what had become the cesspool of YouTube comments. Not on my videos, or not on really gaming oriented stuff, but other areas of YouTube. The comment section was hateful, bigoted, homophobic, racist, all those things, just being really, really horrible, threatening, bullying, all that stuff. And the idea was, or at least as it was sold, was Google, which has this failing social network called Google Plus, which forces you to create an account with your name, is going to integrate that commenting system with YouTube. The idea being, well, we'll clean up the cesspool by doing what other websites